double click to mean follow up, as in to double click what Rachel said.
Let's talk about what jargon actually makes you look smarter and what makes you look dumb. The previous creator talks about how people try to justify corporate jargon by saying that it's supposed to be a shared language that is used to show common understandings. My first thought is yes, and so is English or whatever your native language is. But we also know there are dialects within countries, right? I've talked about that on here. But where jargon in a work setting is very helpful is when it's in a very specialized area. For example, I've done a lot of psychometrics, I do a lot of statistical work. When I'm talking to another social scientist, statistician, etc., I am able to use terms like valid and reliable that I know they are interpreting in the same use of the word. We are both referring to statistical validity and reliability, and we know how those are different and how they relate to each other. When I'm not with a statistician and people start talking about what's valid or not, I know they could be using it in a different way, and I might need to seek clarity. I don't assume we're using the same jargon. But what's interesting about what has become corporate jargon, like the boil the ocean, apparently now double click type of stuff, is that it's not specialized at all. Corporate, as in corporate America, is huge and is across many different industries with many different areas of expertise. There is not one language that is going to unify across all of those different settings, especially in a country that is notoriously diverse based on its American dream, its draw of immigration. No matter where you are in the corporate space, you are going to have unwritten rules of communication. And this is why it's so important to talk about these things and why I do my workshops, my speaking engagements, etc. Because there are also two options for when you use corporate jargon. Either one, people don't know what you mean, or two, you can actually look like you don't know what you mean. You can sound like you're just making stuff up because you don't actually understand the nitty-gritty details. And I understand leadership isn't always worried about the nitty-gritty details, but when it's so high level and so generic that people could have heard it in just another meeting at another company at the same time, you lose credibility. So I encourage you to consider outlining what is the jargon for your organization, what makes your people feel connected, and be transparent about what that is.